Cause damn seem like if I don't do it, it don't get done. Honey, what is look at them. Hey y'all, good hey. Damn, I guess I had unmuted the thing. Happy Saturday, y'all. Happy Saturday. Y'all know the vibe. Y'all know the vibe, honey. I'm over here. You know, it just don't make no sense how oh, it just don't make no sense. We ain't even finna get into it though. People trying to work your nerves. You hear me? Early in the morning. Early in the morning, honey. Now, y'all, let's listen. I know, and y'all know too, the last time y'all child, this is so I don't went look this thing. I did not mean to unmute it that early, right? I wasn't ready to begin. But we are listen, we're gonna just start talking about the last time that y'all literally heard from me the last time, right? And y'all know how we was talking about people that's living a lie out here. We was talking about uh the different types of lock boxes that landlords be using and stuff. Um we literally was talking about BB King's thrill. The shocking text message. We was talking about that. Yes, all that good stuff. Y'all hold on. Hey, Michaela. Happy Saturday, boo. Hold on, y'all. Michaela, don't get yourself booted up out of here. Okay? Don't do it. Cause you know damn well your cousin name ain't no damn whatever you put in here. Don't get yourself blocked. Don't get yourself put on the bleachers with the other lames. Okay? I'm just saying you don't look at yourself as a lame, do you? So I wouldn't want to be in the same canoe with the lames. All right? So don't do it. Now y'all hold on. I always got the, like literally, I got to come out the bag on somebody. On somebody. You hear me? And no, you welcome in. You know what? Because you're not about to take over. Now welcome out. Bye. Bye, y'all. Y'all go sit down somewhere. Go over there on the bleachers and take a seat. Hey, Riley. Um, I don't play with people kids. And I don't want people kids playing with me. Okay? Because I'm telling you, any message that I deliver to the people is going to be just that. Okay? It's going to be a message. Period. Point blank. So y'all can get mad and do all that other stuff all you want to. I'm still going to say what I got to say. I mean, say her name, please. Please, please say her name. What? What the hell is you coming up in my chat begging for? Begging for somebody to say somebody's name. Line. Okay? What the hell? Feet. Crusty heels. I mean, damn, you pick one. She got so many names. I mean, what the hell? What the hell? You sound so crazy. You and anybody else who's um, sitting back waiting for Brazzy to slip on the banana peel. Did you not just see, honey? I step around the banana peels. I know how to play what's that game where you go up under the thing? Yeah, you get low, I get low. Yeah, that I know how to play that real well, sweetie. Okay? I'm gonna see a trap. Okay, I'm gonna walk around. It'll pick up a stick and let the stick doggone like set the trap off or something. I'm not stupid. I got common sense. I mean, what y'all want me to literally go there and so we can start like another take another journey with some more false strikes? Is that what y'all looking for? I mean, because at the end of the day, I don't care how many strikes they false. At the end of the day, everything that I say is true. Everything. Can't nobody be brave enough, okay, and have the balls enough to go up against my commentary and say that it's lies being told, that anything that I've ever said was false. I quadruple dare you. Anybody. That's right. Anybody. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know I have said from day one, honey, I'm speaking for the people. What you thought? You thought that was the only nasty bird? They got angry birds. You think that's the only nasty bird? You think that's the only nasty woman? In the words of Mr. Daddy. What you think? She the only woman? Huh? You think she the only that got old nasty mop, don't wash her floors? I mean, literally come sit in front of a camera, okay, with her mouth looking like that. And as y'all can see, nah, she ain't the only one. I'm just saying. You think she's the only woman out here that's delusional? Huh? That's delusional, sleeping with Tom, Dick, Patrick, and Harry. Taking all them nasty, nasty germs back to their wives, back to their family. Yeah, because she don't care. She's one of those that don't care. Okay? So everything that I've said, guess what? If you put my commentary on the scale with hers, who really can you take something away from? Mine's or hers? I'll wait. And I ask for anybody that's listening, don't hold your breath waiting. Because you will be a dead you know what. Don't hold your breath because we all know what time it is, right? So y'all know. Like I had told you. Um well, you gonna get it. You gonna get it. Your mama shoulda repeated and repeated. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. The landlord did put that lock on that door. Yes, they did. They put the lock on the door because she wouldn't get him the damn key. You see, the doggone apartment was towed up. Since you want to come in here and you literally you want to play news, well, let me play news woman too then. Okay, we'll call you Wanda Stark from where I am. Okay, she done retired, but everybody knows. Shout out to Wanda Stark, WXII in the building. Okay, you want to play that? Well, let me play. What was that other man name? Ken something. Ooh, he got the right name. Ken. I ain't nowhere in the world. Now let me tell y'all. So we got this. What? Well, you look. You know I'm about to block you, right? Not with that name. Honey, child gone. You know I'm about to block you. Creole. Child, they do voodoo, roots and all that. You know you gone after I get through reading this chapter right quick with the truth. Okay? So, this crazy done said the landlord didn't put that lock on the door. Yes, the hell they did. They put that lock on the door because that is a lock box that you put in a combination, a series of numbers, and it opens up and it gives you the key. They put the lock on the door because she literally was playing hardball with them. She would not give them the key after she made what? 5, 6 videos talking about you people, you Mexicans, this, that, your music, they food. She was just talking about them people, threatening them people when they saw her again, what she was going to do, this, that, and the third. I broke it down to y'all. I said the reason why she's doing that is because y'all remember the very first video, one of those mommies, okay? One of them mommies, they parked where, on the side or something. Supposedly, she almost hit the car. Okay, that sent her into a spiral. Like, what? What? What's a talking about the lie? What's a lie? Come on, type, type. I know you can go faster than that. Type. Come on, let's go. Come on. What I'm lying about? What I'm lying about? He over there probably poking him the keyboard, just the poking. Just the poking. How she has a key then? You are so silly. How she got a key? That's the key that they gave her, honey, to live there. Them people literally let her stay there for a little of nothing. You don't be listening to me for a little of nothing. And then when she got mad and started talking about the Mexicans and all of that, you remember I said, so they said, since she want to talk about our culture, our people, down us like she's doing, well, y'all know what? We don't even want the money. Remember, she tried to pay the rent and they wouldn't even take it. They just wanted her big funky tail up out of there. We want you gone. You don't appreciate us like that? You're going to talk about us like that? Huh? I'm silly. Child, goodbye. Be quiet. You are, it's not, it's not that I'm silly. I'm just real. It makes sense. And you're mad, sweetheart. You're mad because you're one of those people. Okay, you're one of those people who get caught up in a trance. You get caught up in a trance. You're not looking at around you. You're not putting two and two together. You're not able to read between the lines and connect the dots. Okay, okay. No, me take my meds. I don't take any. Unlike her, she take 500 milligrams of metformin. She takes Zoloft. Okay, now these are her words. I guess they're my lies. Get the hell up off of here. Now go on her chat and ask her that. Ask her, do she take any medications for that schizophrenia? Ask her, do she take any medications for that bipolar? Then ask her, do she take 500 milligrams of metformin? Ask her, is she supposed to be wearing glasses, walking on a cane? I guess I'm lying about all that stuff too. Child, honey, you can tell who don't pay attention, but it's some that do. But anyway, y'all, like I was saying, the last time, let me hit my coffee, honey. Let me hit my coffee. Y'all see, I have literally, I'm working with me. Y'all see, I ain't cussed that person out. I mean, I done grew a little bit because, honey, they would have got the business. They would have got the business a while ago. Yeah, they would have got the business. But what? They just got some more truth. Literally, they got some more truth. Now, rewind it. Okay? Fundo. Rewind it. So you can put two and two together. Honey, it's fingers, 3 fingers up on both hands in the sky to you. Okay? Now you read between the lines. Anyway, y'all. So like I was saying, mm, mm, the last time that we had talked about people living a lie, living in that bubble. And we talked about how it's women, young and old, out here glorifying lies. They glorifying other women. They're just glorifying. They think that that's the way to go. We literally talk about that all the time. Okay. We talked about the different types of lock boxes. Okay. And when landlords use them and why they might use them. Okay. Then we also talked about BB King. And how the thrill was gone. We talked about that shocking text message. You know, the one that had her froze. The one that made her literally, oh, oh, ain't that something? Well, that's over. Yeah, literally, we talked about that. Okay, we talked about the body language. Okay, now since then, really, um, y'all really you've been seeing deflection. Okay, you've been seeing deflection. Girl, don't nobody want to talk about that. Nobody want to hear about that, honey. People want to know what was that text message. Okay, let's hear that lie. Now, this the massa, one of them servants, them peons, then came up in here. Literally, okay. He seems to know. He seems to know. He says that I be lying, right? That I be lying and not her. She the truth teller, and I'm just telling a whole bunch of lies, right? But check this out. YouTube done took 2 channels of hers. They ain't never took a channel from me. Now she just tried with the false cease and desist letter. She just tried by putting in 4 strikes against my channel. Boop. YouTube took videos down. Oh, she rubbed it in and bragged, and then they put them back up. Then they vindicated me. Shout out to YouTube. Hey, y'all. Happy Saturday, y'all. I'm back. I'm saying it's mute on that, right? Fundo, where you at? It's mute on that, right? So nobody's hearing about that. Nobody's hearing about that fake cease and desist letter. People want to know. What happened, girl? Then I found out she had to take me to court. We still ain't went to court. Y'all know I had a date for my channel to come down, and I'm still here. But she won't talk about that, right? But she will talk about laying up with somebody's son. She will talk about, oh, he twisted me, honey. I already got arthritis in my knee. You know, the one that I got the cortisone shot in. Twisted me round like a pretzel. She will talk about that. Oh, he shot the club up. She will talk about that. Oh, you know, he don't like protected sex. She will talk about that. Yeah. So I'm just saying, where's the lie? Where is the substance in that type of commentary? I'm just saying, don't hate the messenger, okay? Don't hate me because of my commentary style, baby. Don't hate it, okay? If you don't want to hear it, you know, that does not appease you. You ain't got no females nowhere in your life. It's not something that you would share with somebody. Literally, you got a niece that's going down the wrong path, and the niece needs to know about this, that, and the third. You old enough to be able to tell her, and you got somebody literally that's presenting illustrations, presenting information, pamphlets of sort. Pamphlets, honey. Brad's over here passing out pamphlets virtually. And I got some of y'all bobber heads. I'm talking about got them panties, them drawers in a bunch. Okay? And literally, y'all already know. Fingers in the air. Period. Read between the lines. So anyway, y'all, check this out. You know how y'all know how I just had said, first of all, let me give Selena. Selena, let me give Selena a shout out. Shout out to Selena for signing the petition against folks who file false strikes against other channels because they might not like their commentary style or what they say or whatever. Shout out to her for Selena going over to the petition and making it known that she is in full agreement. Hello from India. Shelby said, hey. Happy Saturday. Welcome to the zone, honey. Welcome in. Welcome in. Crystal, happy Saturday. Crystal said, good morning, Brazzy in chat. I'm in the bushes. Got to go back to work. Have an amazing day. You too, Crystal. You have a good day too, honey. I see you at work. Shout out to all the first shifters in the building today. Shout out to everybody, okay? Y'all, let's get back into the real. So, y'all, I seen an individual, okay? I seen an individual and she had some questions. She had some questions, y'all. And I had some answers. I'm pretty sure y'all might have had answers too, you know. We all have opinions. You know, an opinion is like a butthole. Everybody got one. And so she was saying, why do people get angry when you find ways around the bullshit? Now that's the question, y'all. Ooh. And so I have an answer. Okay, I got to answer. Y'all stay tuned. Okay, let me wet my mouth right quick. Y'all stay tuned for the answer though. Okay, so y'all, thank y'all for holding this stuff. Okay, so the question for anybody that did not hear it the first time, um, this individual wanted to know why people get angry when you find ways around the bullshit. Mm. And I'm about to answer her. Mm. First of all, people might get angry, okay, uh, because you know this individual lies so damn much, okay. I'm talking about anything she lies about it. She just lies. I mean, it's kind of like, we can't live without our phone. If you lose your phone, it's like you done damn literally lost your last lifeline. Okay? You done lost your last lifeline. You don't know what you gonna do. Okay? Period. And that's how she lied. Lies just literally roll off her tongue. Okay? Period. So at the end of the day, YouTube, they out here paying for it. Okay? Um, it might be because this individual also done the most outrageous, the most horriblest, I mean, low down, I'm talking about low down, vindictive, trifling, whatever descriptive words you can find to describe the shit that we done seen, okay, from this individual. That might be another reason why people is so mad, okay? Okay, that might be another reason. Good morning, Squeeze. Yeah, that's the only one I got.
It's okay.
And I think it's like I think I bought, yeah, I think it's plumping or something. Cause when you put it on, I don't like that.
It might be.
Yeah, I don't like that. Hey, Squeeze. Good morning. Happy Saturday. So, y'all, like I was saying, that might be why, that people literally they out here saying, "Ooh, I cannot stand her. Ooh, Brassy, da 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 da." Lockbox said, please talk about the lockbox and the landlord who gonna evict her. Child. You want you nah, we already done. Actually, just catch up. Cause we already done talked about that on yesterday's live. Yesterday's morning live stream. Go back and catch up and you'll get all your answers there. And or check, I think it might be yesterday or the day before. But if you catch up, you'll get all the answers that you need, okay, from there. But huh? Explain how that works. Do I need no? Not right now, sweetheart. But since you literally trying to make me sound stupid or something, let me explain. Let me explain this. You said talk about the lockbox and the landlord who gonna evict her, but give her a key. She's over there squatting. Period. She over there squatting. She know them people been wanting her gone. Period, point blank. They gave her the key, yeah, in exchange for the money. Okay? No, it was not no 1,200. You know what we would pay to for an apartment because the apartment, the wires, the tub was peeling, the wires in the bathroom, everything was messed up. Okay? So literally and truly, they was working on it just like y'all done seen them putting the windows in and come and do all that work. They was getting it together. And she literally took her free will. Well, I stand there. Don't worry about this and don't worry about that. Okay, that's what it's given. That she went and stayed in there, knowing that it had plumbing problems, it had this problem, that problem, woo 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 woo. Okay, but they did her a favor. All right, they gave her shelter. As far as the key, that was an exchange. Okay, she got a key, they got the money. That's how it go. She lived there. Okay, got to come and go. You got to lock your house up. Blah 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 blah. Okay, so when she started making all the videos about them people, quotations, okay, them people, remember the Mexicans, the Latinos, remember it was, I think it was about 3, 4, 5, somewhere like that. Them people, them people, them people. We didn't explain this, right? Okay, so when she started doing that, I let y'all know. I said, uh, I think it's to the point when disrespect, when yeah, in the beginning, yeah. Yeah, but after the videos, hell yeah. After the video, she did too much on the videos. She said too much, she did too much. It's one thing if you just talking, but talking about them people in grave detail and saying some of the disrespectful stuff that she was saying, I literally went live and broke that down. I said, yeah, now if they done flipped the whole damn script. Now we don't even want your money, boo. Now you just got to go. How about, yeah, the grandma was sitting around the table. Honey, the whole family probably was in there enjoying them tortillas and oxtails and stuff. And they came to the decision that we just wanted this bitch gone. Yeah, she was threatening them people, talk about what she was going to do to them mommies. Y'all remember the videos is sitting right over there. That's right. That's how I drew my conclusion, okay? This is my opinion. Period, point blank. And that's how it goes. It's not just with her. Okay, it goes like this a lot of times. Sometimes, okay, Othaniel Penn. Okay, that's the channel right here on YouTube. I told y'all, I said, y'all go check it out. He's an eviction processor. Them people, they got a key to move in them empty houses. Okay, but once some of them people on that channel tore up the house like they did, honey, they, even though they might be behind on their rent, okay, done caught the rent. In some of the cases that I done seen, they done caught the rent up and they still want them gone. Wouldn't take the payment of the rent. They just want them gone. That literally is what it's striking me like. That's the situation. The only difference is she went live and was talking about them people like she was talking about the bottom of her foot. Okay, she was talking about their culture, the way they eat, the music, all that. Y'all, come on now. I know y'all remember. Period. So, it's just given that that's where we're at now. Okay, that when it comes to the key. Okay, since she wouldn't give the key, yeah, I ain't going nowhere. I'm staying here. I'm gonna get my money. She did all this in the Sunshine State. Okay, she did all this. Okay, boom. It's no lies. Anybody watch the video, they'll tell you. Like literally. They'll tell you. If anybody catch this live, they will tell you. Okay? No. You gone over there too. Gone over there too to the bleachers. Okay? And take your banana peel with you. Take your banana peel with you. Alright? So make another account and come back. Because all I'm gonna do is block that one too. So what it is, y'all, is that when it was time, they didn't want no money. They just want you up out of there. Period, point blank. And when it comes down to the key, it's just striking me. I take my commentary and I base it on real life. I base it on real life and I put it on the scale. It's striking me, in my opinion, it's striking me that she will not get out their house. Okay, she won't give them access, y'all. That's why the lockbox was put on the door. It's so they can come and go as they please. If you look on my community wall, y'all, it's facts over there. Not facts out of my mouth. Facts over there that broke it down about that type of lockbox, okay? Period. If you go and you want to look at an empty house. Some doggone realty companies have them on the empty houses. You leave your ID, you pay them a couple of dollars or whatever, as collateral. Then you go to the house, you put in the code, you get the key, and you unlock the door. Literally, they put it up, that lockbox, so that they can gain access anytime they want to. Why y'all think she be sitting down there in the doggone car early in the morning? Because she was not letting them have access to the house. She was playing petty. She was playing hardball. And they said, you want to play hardball? We can play hardball with y'all. Y'all know the time she done made lies, threatening to take them to court? Yeah. I be sitting right up in there. I be sitting right up in there listening, taking notes. Yeah. She's a liar. a liar, and a grunt. She's a whole fraud out here. Period. The only thing she knows, she got people that literally hang on her lies. They literally hang on to her lies. They don't give a damn about what's going to happen. Shit already messed up for them. It ain't no going back. Period. Okay? But why it's messed up for them is because they was just like her before. It happened. For whatever happened, it happened. Before they got their karma, they was just like her. Period, point blank. And that's why she got her loyal subscribers. Period. I'm just saying. So y'all, so as far as the key goes, them people, no, I ain't giving you no keys. She won't let them in, won't let them work on the house. Okay, boom. When they was putting them windows in the other day, she tried to make like they was doing that for her. Girl, get the fuck up out of here. You know damn well that them people is fixing their apartment up. Not for you, boo. They're fixing it up to rent out. They know that their day in court is coming. See, she's not telling y'all that. She will not come on her channel and just keep it real. She won't. And you know why? Y'all, stay tuned. And you will be able to put two and two together. You're gonna hear why. Okay, she's one of them. If you stick around, you're gonna find out why it's like it is with her. Okay, and it's sad. It's just sad. Okay, literally. And that's why, my commentary, that's why I was targeted. That's why I had to go. That's why the false strikes was put in. Because I was saying too much and I was doing too much, but all of it was truthful. It made sense. Okay, period, point blank. It made the people see things. Oh, yeah, dang, that do sound right, because that happened to my cousin. People started looking at things like that. This is the real world, y'all. This shit happens. I have never seen somebody that take what happens in real life to thousands and millions of people. You're the only one in the world that shit happens to the way you say it happens. And that is not true. That is a fraud. That is a dog. To me, it's giving skin crawler. To me, in my opinion, it's giving atheist. To me, it's giving fraud. Period, point blank. Well, she won't talk about the PPP loan. You see that, don't you? She won't talk about the fact that all them gory details she knew all about. That crime that was committed against that little girl. She won't talk about that. She won't talk about how she was laying with a whole pedo and knew it. She won't talk about how it feels for him to be on top of her. She knew it. She won't talk about that. I'm just saying, y'all, do you understand what I'm saying? No. And she's mad. She know good and well. Yeah. No, baby. What you thought? If I would have had on my channel, y'all, if I would have set up and been talking about, look at her hair. Look, for the whole time that I be talking. If I was just rubbing it in. Just talking about physicals. Okay? Didn't have no message. Wasn't trying to spread no awareness at all. If I did that, do y'all think that I would be here talking to y'all? Hell no. YouTube would have terminated my channel, just like it's in the policies and the rules. You get 3 strikes, you are up out of here. Point blank, period. I got not only 3, I got 4. I got 4. That they had all rights to terminate my channel. But being that I appealed it and I fought back and I showed them, no. I am talking to the people. I'm reaching people. Period. Okay? Now, how I do it is because I'm me. I was made in my perfected way. My creator made me. Okay? He didn't duplicate me. He made me. This is what I do. Ain't nobody gonna change my mind. Nobody is gonna make me think that over there, that she's a real woman. Ain't nobody gonna make me think that it is okay to sleep with a full-grown man that literally SO'd a little 10-year-old girl and then climb back on top of a grown woman acting like that. He done went over in Afghanistan and done fought for this country, acting like he done literally did something great when he committed a crime against a baby and she was friends with the mama. Ain't nobody gonna make me co-sign that bullshit. Nobody. So my point is, with everything that I was saying, if I was doing anything wrong, would I be here today talking about it? No. I had a date for a channel termination. What happened with that? I'm still here. My channel's still here. I'm just saying. She talk now. Anytime I say something about grateful or higher power, all of a sudden that's when Brazzy make a move. Brazzy put the tambourine in her hand. Yeah, I make us literally, okay, pull out the collection plate. I make her pull out the Bible, the hymnal, all that. Okay, every time Brazzy talk, every time I open my mouth with my commentary, I make her move. Literally, I made her, girl, get up out that car stalking him. That he don't want you, honey. Move on. You the one who said you got options. You said all them men was wrapped around jizzles. You said you this, that, and the third. You want to talk about a BBL and you want to literally body shame all these other women? Well, let's talk about it. Only thing, I'm not going to laugh. I ain't going to rub it in. I'm just about to get to these women real. I'm finna talk to these young girls. You want to run and get your body done, boo? You want to run and get your butt done and your titties done? Yeah. You do know that they finna put all them holes in you, right? And you do know that a certain somebody, she literally paved the way for other entertainers, other women, because she could afford it and got her BBL taken out. Shout out to K. Michelle. K. Michelle is the first one. Okay? So I started talking facts. You do know that word on the curb is that BBLs, they leave a stench. And the stench smells like dookie. Okay? Let's talk about it. Now, she mad at me because what I say, even though it be, sometimes it do be comical, but it be the truth at the end of the day. Hell, I had an interview with her dang on ex-boyfriend. He said that one butt cheek was real hard. You got a botch booty. If a man say one side of your butt is hard and the other side is soft, that's a botched damn booty. Everybody know that you went and got a bottom shelf discount ass BBL. That's botched. She mad because she came. You got bruises, 2 black eyes, cuts, scratches, your hand broke, fingernails gone, all type of shit. I said, what the hell happened to you? Somebody done knocked your ass the fuck out. Boom. But she knew she had it coming. You mean to tell you're not gonna get to sit up on your channel and talk about people and their kids and just sitting there and you letting him what, because he doggone clearing out, knocking the cobwebs down, because you getting some D, because you getting used, abused, period. We can open that can of worms if we wanted to. Y'all know I can. You're not gonna get up. I literally, when she sat on that couch beside him and he was talking about what he gonna do and this, that, and the third, y'all remember that day? Y'all remember it was hot. Y'all remember it like it was yesterday. I got in literally, I came back live, y'all. I ripped him a new one. I ripped him a new ass. And then I said, girl, you sitting there as a woman and let this man threaten other women, whether he was talking to his baby mama or what, whoever. You was looking like the mistress in that Tyler Perry movie, Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Y'all know the scene where he was dragging his wife out the house and the mistress came stepping out. That is what it gave. That's what it gave, and I talked about it. When I talked about them lumps, them girls done beat you up. They done caught you, and they done literally, they put that thing on you, honey. They mopped up. They mollywopped your ass. Yeah. But, y'all, the lies. Now, didn't she say she was trying to sit down and miss the chair because she was drunk? Just the other day, she was at the cousin house. The cousin say, now it was them stairs right there. She fell down the stairs. Which one is it? Either she sat on the chair or she fell down the steps. It's my commentary. Y'all see how I'm calling your lies out. How you mad about that? That's what led her to put in the false strikes, y'all. Literally, it's too real for her. Now, any other channel that talk, whether, I don't know, because I don't watch other channels that might, have, to me, most people, a lot of people, okay, not calling any names, but it is what it is. A lot of people, started talking and they jumped on the bandwagon in my work. From what I believe, they jumped on the bandwagon. I had one that came out here and she was like, oh, well, people been doing this commentary on her for so long. And I was like, oh, they did. Okay, cool that they did. But one thing about it, baby, what they should have been talking about, they wasn't. Because the only thing I seen was motherfuckers was licking the crack of her butt. Motherfuckers was acting like that SO with that little baby didn't happen. Most was acting like it was okay to talk and do the stuff that she was doing back then. So why wasn't they doing and talking about the stuff that I'm talking about now? That's literally what makes her mad, other content creators mad, viewers mad, her camp. That's what makes them mad. Especially you got to be mad. To go to line, you got to be mad. Boy, your jealousy, it's got to be deep. Ooh, child, it's got to be deep, y'all. Okay? But like I was saying, y'all, let's get back into it, right? So she was asking the question about why people gets angry when she find ways around the bullshit. So you mean to tell me that was finding a way? You literally muting a video, and playing, like you, excuse me, like you can't hear. You using hand gestures. I think she did the hand, the love sit symbol. Like, come on now. I just know that YouTube is out here paying you for all of this bullshit. Okay? Like I told y'all earlier, she done mocked her mama. She done bought a full-fledged child predator to this sector, trying to rub him in people's doggone faces and heads, and trying to make people, convince people that he was like 100%, good man, and he this and that, all from another state. Some people just didn't, the truth is, he was getting blackmailed from another state. Okay? Period. And if we talked about that, he was going for that shit because he literally didn't want people to know about him. To know that he did that to a little 10-year-old little girl. To know that he was a pedo. You know what I'm saying? That's why he was letting her blackmail him, period, point blank. Okay? So, I think that people gets mad because YouTube, for one, is paying you for all that shit. Number two, and it makes them mad. Because you got content creators out here that put blood, sweat, and tears in their channel. They follow by all the rules, the regulations. They following by all of that, right? But you getting to do, and you are doing things, and it's no repercussions. It's no kind of nothing behind it. Just like I have the petition for the false strikes. Ain't nothing happened to her. Ain't nothing happened to her. So do you think that everybody on your side? You think that everybody going for that? They're not. They're not. Period, point blank. But before too long, that petition ain't going nowhere. That petition ain't going nowhere. Honey, that petition gonna move. It's gonna jump in its own time. And y'all know I done told y'all that. When it's time for it to jump, God gonna make it jump. Period, point blank. Okay? It's gonna be so many doggone see. Honey, YouTube ain't gonna be able, okay, to look over it or turn a blind eye, which I haven't. That's for another day. That's for another day. But literally and truly, that's why people mad. That's why people say, "Oh, I can't stand her. Can't stand the sight of her. Can't this. Can't that." Okay, I mean, this person is refusing to take accountability for anything. Anything in all caps. Anything she done said. Anything she done. And again, YouTube is paying her for it. Okay, she skate around the truth. She talk about people. She mock people, including her mom. Okay. She pick at people. She docks personal information about people. She defame people's characters. She lie on people. But YouTube paying her for it. And in the end, she want to be the victim. She want to be the victim of all that stuff that I just named. In the end, she spins the narrative and she makes like she is the victim in everything. Period. So am I lying about that? Okay. So, but here's the thing, y'all. Here go the thing right here. Y'all know how I told y'all yesterday that Karma don't use GPS. Karma don't need, she know everybody's address. It's one thing about Karma. Karma does not play. Okay, and Karma does not forget. She don't get lost. Okay, she don't forget. Even hell, the internet don't forget. I mean, period. I told y'all before, when I'm gone, I ain't even doing my commentary anymore. It's gonna be somebody that's gonna step up and do the exact same thing. Period. Because the internet is here. The internet do not forget. Okay, point blank. Period. Now, y'all know that video that she was literally bragging and boasting on. Yeah, see, it did what it did. As long as it hit. Oh, so you literally boasting and bragging over clickbait. That was a clickbait title. Period, point blank. It was premeditated. You was using hand gestures. I mean, and then in the end, you literally in that video lied and said that was YouTube. So that was YouTube. They did that. Oh, honey, I'm gonna tag. I'll make sure I tag them in this title. You, I mean, they just need to know all this defaming you, this platform. Why are you here? All this defaming of this platform, I just don't understand it. Cause especially when you say you got 5 platforms that you grind on, so I'm not understanding it. And I won't. We'll let YouTube, speak for themselves. YouTube, is y'all up there messing with the audio when people be trying, people can't go, they can't talk, can't nobody hear them and stuff? Because she said y'all did it. So yeah, I'll make sure I tag them up in here in this live. So now, she, everything, she grateful for everything. Okay, she grateful for everything. Hold on, y'all. Hold up. Thank y'all for the hearts going up. Let me top this. This gonna be my last cup. This gonna be my last cup. This will be my 3rd cup of coffee, and it will definitely be my last. I like to use filtered water to make my coffee. Y'all hold on, bear with me. I still coming. Oh, I'm back, y'all. Thank y'all for holding. I appreciate it. I appreciate. I was getting my coffee right, getting my coffee together. Still ain't as hot as I wanted, but since this is my last cup, I'm really not. I ain't caring about that too much. But it's hot enough. So y'all, the last thing that I was saying, um, we was literally talking about how she was making the hand gestures and stuff, okay? And how the video was premeditated and how she said that she literally put it on YouTube. Now you asked the question. You asked why people get angry when you find ways around the bullshit. But then you said that you did not make that video mute. YouTube did it. YouTube is they doing malicious things against you. They trip, all that. Y'all heard all that stuff she said in the video. Okay, just defaming and continue. She just keep on defaming YouTube. Just keep knocking this platform. But my question, since she got all the damn questions like she's somebody professor, my question is, why you here? Why you here and why is you going so hard for that direct deposit, baby? For that direct deposit, but then get mad when people do their commentary. You got all these doggone sources of income, but people, your genuine, true subscribers, they're not seeing where all this money going. Your YouTube, all the videos that you're doing, you're getting something from them. Then you say you got a job, okay? Then allegedly you get a check because of those, the schizophrenia, the diabetes, the bipolar. Allegedly, you get a check. Well, we know you get food stamps because you said that out your mouth, okay? About when you and Copper Top had bought the trout and the perch trout, whatever type of fish, and it went bad in the refrigerator and all this. Honey, you run your mouth so much you tell everything. The same stuff that you get mad about, you been and said it. You just forgets. So, we talked about all that, y'all. But did y'all notice that now in the last video she grateful for everything? You mean to tell me you grateful for everything, for shelter? You grateful for this new job that she finna get? Oh, y'all, and that. She grateful for all this stuff, but she not grateful for food. She not grateful for that. She just refused, in all caps, to pray over a meal. Okay? Refuse. So she said that she grateful for this new job that she got, and ultimately it is the type of job, honey, that people that's in healthcare that they ultimately strive for. They ultimately want. And I'm sitting over here, and I said, "What you about to be, the executive director? You finna be the administrator?" Because the hell, from what I know, people that's working in healthcare, they want to move up the ladder. Ain't nobody trying to go down. Ain't nobody trying to go from the DON to now you in housekeeping. Ain't nobody, no. Ain't nobody looking for no demotions, okay? So with her promotion, the only thing that I could think of is that, honey, she finna sit behind some desk. I like to see that. Anyway, y'all. So, y'all, anyway, with that, right? So let's talk about for a minute. Because I think I think I have succeeded in making you guys understand where I'm coming from. Where I'm coming from. All these, with all this these lies and oh my God, it's just something. It's something else. But y'all know how I was telling y'all a minute ago about people out here living a lie when they not recording. Y'all know how I was talking about how these young ladies is out here, young and old, by the way, glorifying the next young lady or woman, female, whatever. They glorifying their clothes, their body types, their hair, how they glorifying it, right? Well, let me tell y'all, I think that's a shame. I do. It's my opinion. I think that is a shame because literally, that's something that I want to talk about for 1 minute, y'all. I want to talk about that, right? Um, and I seen this. What I want to talk about, I seen it right here on YouTube. I seen a woman, a female, glorifying the lifestyle. She was living a lifestyle that was a lie. She was not real. And a lot of people was like watching, and they literally was like salivating, wishing and hoping, just that was them. So y'all say y'all love your life, right? Okay. Y'all listen good. You say you love your life, you love your kids, you love that you blessed, you woke up. You love that you blessed with your job, with your car, okay? Um your significant other, your husband, maybe your wife, okay? Well, I got some things to say about right along with you. You loving that, right? I want to say this. Don't forget that no one, and I mean no one, in all caps, nobody knows their expiration date. Nobody knows the day they are going to see their last day. Nobody knows that they're not going to make it home. They might not wake up. Nobody knows that they're going to get in a car accident. Nobody knows anything. You just do not know your expiration date, point blank, period. Okay? I want y'all not forget that. Right along with, oh, I love my life. Yes, honey. I love how things going. I just go to work. I come home, this, that, and the third. Some people say that. Some people live a casual lifestyle. Other people, honey, man, they live the way they live. It's almost to me like some people out here is living to de, let's say, just living to expire. Let me say that, okay? But y'all know it's a 3-letter word. But they living to expire, okay? And not the other way around. They're not expiring to live, okay? Now, y'all smart ones, y'all fill in the blanks with that. So, I want you to not forget. Hey, Sally, I want you to not forget that no one knows their expiration date. I also want you people, anybody listening, I want you to not forget that the devil's goal in life, okay? The devil's goal for the life that you live in, a life that a lot of people live in. Y'all, I want you to know and not forget, remember that his goal is to seek, to steal, and to destroy. Don't forget that the devil was once an angel, okay? He bucked, he crossed, he bucked Jesus Christ. He literally bucked on him, and he had to go, okay? Don't forget that Brazzy told y'all this on this Saturday morning. Little boy done showed back up. She in the dark this morning. You know what? Right on time. Your comment was right on time, Sally. And if I could pin it, baby, I would pin it. Because literally, it's literally backing up what I'm saying right now. Y'all hold up. Okay, y'all. So I just want anybody, if you are in here and you literally um you read Sally's comment. Sally said the little boy done showed back up. She in the dark. That's on her. That's on her. Right now, um, it's kind of like what I am talking about. She bucking too. Every day, she bucking too. Everything she uploads, she bucking. That's why I have told y'all in the past. Strike me like old girl is this. Strike me like old girl is that. Strike me like old girl is on assignment. Okay? Because of the things that she continues to do. She's not, when we have talked about turning over like a new leaf and stuff, she's never done it. You guys have never heard anything that could help anybody. Y'all haven't heard that, right? So when it's like that, that's okay. That's her. Look at how old she is. That's her. She can do that. Over here though, I'm doing exactly what needs to be done, because in this world that we live in, she's not the only person. It's thousands, if not millions, of women. It's thousands of people going through the same thing. It's thousands of people that know somebody just like that. So we are going to spread awareness. We're not going to stop. We're going to talk about it. We're not going to stop. Ain't nobody worried, pressed, okay, about you're filing your false strikes, trying to shut me down. You're trying to prey on somebody's downfall, talking about, we ain't worried about that, okay? We ain't worried about that. You literally have to let some battles, let God fight some of your battles himself, okay? He don't need your help. Don't tamper with it. Just let it go, okay? And just believe, period. So, literally, y'all, I was telling y'all that to not forget that the devil's goal is to seek, steal, and destroy. Okay? Don't forget that he too was an angel. Him too, her too, because I don't know if it's the devil is a man or a woman. Okay? But he was literally in heaven. Okay? He was literally an angel. He got kicked out of heaven. Had to go. Okay? So now the ultimate plan, the ultimate goal for him is to gain as many souls, okay, as he can, so that he can like take over the world. Okay? Now, I want anybody that's listening, if you have a daughter, granddaughters, grandson, got sons, whatever, put it on your TV. Turn it up so they can hear. Y'all know how them kids do, honey. They don't want to hear nothing. They don't want to hear this. No, no, no. Okay, but we all know, especially if you old and you from a certain era, then you already know it ain't nothing but a plan, a tactic. No, he'll out of mind is the devil's playground. He'll put all kind of stuff in your children's head to keep them want to hear nothing good. Okay, but boom, that's what it is. All right. So put this message up on your TV. Okay, because it's some young they need to um they need to hear this message. They need to know that everything that looks good, it ain't good. It's some kids out here that need to know that everything that glitters, it ain't gold. It's some kids out here that need to know that if you don't want the man, then honey, don't want his money either. Don't listen. Don't mess with him. If you don't all that using people and this, that, and the third. No. All that stuff is just not good. So literally, y'all need to be telling your kids about stuff like this, about the right thing to go, right thing to do. So that's gonna like lead me, y'all. That leads me to something else that I wanted to talk about. I know she can't. I know she can't stand it. But baby, I'm gonna tell you like this, girl. Live up now. Enjoy it now. I'm telling you. Them direct deposits, baby. You better make the most of them. You better go and get you somewhere nice. Talking about saving up. Damn. Ooh, child. I heard a video. Same person. Been saving, damn, since last year. I'm just saying. You got all this doggone, all this money coming in and all these incomes generating and literally keep on moving into the hood. Keep living in the hood with the heads. I'm talking about walking down the sidewalk and see needles. You see paraphernalia. Won't stay away from the ghetto. I'm just saying, okay? So y'all just keep listening, right? So like I had told y'all, you know how you be browsing and stuff. I literally, I'm browsing and I ran upon this video. Now I seen this video, but on another channel, okay. But in the way that it was some differences in the way that they was explaining things, okay. Now this is a case. It's about 2 years old. And the victim is Tiffany Natifa Wade Nicole. I don't know where that came from. So on Instagram, she a mother. On Instagram, she a businesswoman. On Instagram, she was a symbol of success. Y'all know that was all fake. It was all lies. And it was all an illusion. I'm talking about she wore all the labels. She her hair was pretty all the time. She always got her nails done. She was literally consumed with material things, okay? And this story came from Philadelphia. It happened in Philadelphia. I don't know if you guys have seen it, know the story, but the shooter, his name was Arman Hilton. Arman Hilton. Y'all, it caught my attention. And I, listened again, even though I had already, heard the story, seen it on another channel, whatever. But the story it goes kind of, I'm going to try to sum it up, but the story kind of goes like this. Um, she was with him. They together for a while. Okay. Y'all know how we always see these couples, okay, on whatever social media platform, and they make like they the this power couple, and all you see is um stacks of money. You see jewelry. They booed up. I mean, like they just perfect. Like they just perfect, right? But then you'll see. Y'all know how I talked the other day. Later on, you'll see R.I.P. Okay, period. Where the male be done took her, the female, up out of here, right? This ain't no different. But check this out. Child, y'all know Tiffany. Y'all know for whatever reason, okay, for whatever reason, however, they probably had some, like most couples that play like they all this, that, and the third, but behind closed doors is something else, right? So it never did. With any video that I seen, it never broke it down and went into what actually happened, if he was like a cheater or whatever the case may be. I never heard, I just never heard that. Okay, but what I did hear was that Tiffany ended up taking, y'all, this man had bukus of money. He had buku properties. He had cars. And he probably had some jewelry. Okay? But he got into something and he ended up going to prison. Y'all know that from the beginning it was okay. They was talking on the phone or whatever, whatever. But then as time went on, y'all know old girl took everything. Like, it was kind of like a Keisha Kaur, okay? Only Keisha Kaur waited on Gucci Mane. Okay? She flipped it and flipped it again. She did what she had to do, while he was down. Okay? So he came home, you know what I'm saying? Like, boom. You know the story of Keisha Kaur. But this was kind of different. It started out like that, okay? Because he did leave that stuff to her, like the money, the properties, the cars, jewelry. He left that stuff to her because he trusted her. And they was a couple when he left, right? But as time went on, y'all, she literally, okay? She was thinking, I don't know how she was thinking, if it was like irrational or what, I don't know. But y'all know she hey beautiful Brazzy, happy Sunday said happy Saturday, happy Sunday. But anyway, y'all know she did the unthinkable. She married another man. She literally had all of her man, which it was Arman, okay? Arman, he locked up, this, that, third. He left her with all that. She literally married another man. She flaunted the money on Instagram, y'all. Okay? Um, she bought happy laugh out loud. Right. Happy Saturday, beautiful. Thank you. Happy Saturday to you too. She flaunted the money. She bought expensive, lavish gifts. Yeah, she drove in style. She lived in one of the houses, one of his houses that he had. She ran all of his businesses, which by the way is now, well, was hers, okay? She did all of that while he was like locked down, right? She stayed on live, y'all, showing all this stuff off. Like he wouldn't be able to see it. She was rubbing it in his face. And the fact she was rubbing it in his face, the fact that she was like moving on. Okay, and that's cool. That's cool, right? But all of that time, he was like asking, he started off asking for his stuff, asking for his money and stuff. Like literally, she recorded calls, she was recording calls from him, and she would like take those recorded calls, you know what I'm saying, trim them down or whatever, and she would put them up on Instagram. Text messages from him, okay, she would put them up on Instagram. She literally was like spinning the narrative to make everybody believe that she was the victim. She was right. She wanted everybody to take her side, that like maybe she was right in the situation. You know what I'm saying? She was rubbing that stuff in. And to me, it kind of like it was playing with fire. Okay? So she crossed him. Okay? She crossed him, y'all. She wanted to move on. Okay, cool. Cool. Do that. Okay? But the man was locked up. You got everything. You got everything he owned. He was asking for some of that back. But I'm thinking that that it wasn't just like he was worried about the money more so, because to me, being a grown woman, I think they could have, gotten over that, because in one of the messages he even said that they could get past that. But he told her, he was like, but if you marry, if you marry that ninja, I'm going to blow his effing head off. He told her that before it was done, y'all. Okay, so that was a part of her spinning the narrative and making everybody believe her, take her side and this, that, and the third. So she literally probably was taunting him with that, telling him, I got all your stuff, and, yeah, I'm with such and such, and I'm going to marry him, this and that. So I think being that it's a, he's limited to what he can do. He done already signed all of his stuff over, put it in her name, trusting her, trusting that it's going to be there when he got out of prison, right? Okay, so boom. Now, before any of y'all ask, well, Bradley, what he do to her to make him do that to her. And in my opinion, I mean, from what I've seen and from what I literally read and stuff, I don't believe that he did anything, because they was not talking about it, okay? Because to be real with you, every relationship argues, okay? She never mentioned that she had to deal with anything on on Instagram. She never mentioned that she went through like cheating repetitively from him. She never mentioned that it was like a domestic violence type of relationship or anything. But over time she spent the narrative, like I said. She tried to convince people, all of her viewers, to take her side that what she was doing was okay. And it's not. I do not agree with that. Point blank, period. I feel like, in my opinion, that she literally was poking the bear. Okay, the man was calling her from prison. She was still taking his calls, and like I told y'all, she was putting up, recordings of him, saying that he was gonna get her. So she was provoking him. She was putting up messages, of him threatening her, literally begging for his properties, for his money, his jewelry, all of that, y'all. Okay? But she wasn't saying like, she wasn't putting up what she was saying back. Let me just say it like that. Like her replies when he was asking for his stuff and stuff, she wasn't putting that up on Instagram, what she was saying back. So I think that being that you hid all that, I think she was poking the bear. Okay? I also think that the man just wanted his stuff. Okay, you want to go, go. Okay, cool. He probably, he probably would be dealing with some ego issues, some pride issues, but ultimately he would have found somebody else. Okay, period. If you was living that lifestyle off of him, somebody else would have gladly stepped in your place and been living the same life. He would have found somebody else, right? But she kept it all, and she was taking care of another man. She built up another man off of one man. And with men are like lions in the jungle. Okay? They're territorial. I done told y'all that plenty of times. They're territorial. So as a woman, as a female, you got to know what you're doing. Okay? But this chick, she literally was consumed. She was consumed with the material things. She was consumed, like she was acting like she was living in a bubble, y'all. She was acting like she was untouchable. Man, this case right here, it was something else. Okay, but, I mean, literally how she was rubbing stuff in and acting like, you ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't gonna do nothing. I mean, just kept on because he was locked up. Like he didn't have a release date. That's how she was acting, right? And that drove him over the edge. He kept on telling her, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. I'm going to blow his head off. You marry him, this and that. It was his pride. He already didn't have nothing because he was literally trusting you. He put everything that he had. I'm talking about everything he had in this world. He put it in her hands before he went in. He was expecting it to be there when he got out. But then he's sitting back and he watching his stuff. You giving his stuff to another man. You allowing somebody else to live off of him. She wasn't afraid, y'all. You know, it was like she was literally living outside her body. She was delusional to even think that it was cool. You taking his money, his cars, his businesses, his houses, his properties, marrying, laying up with, kissing on, another man. Come on now. She was rubbing it in, okay? And so literally and truly, that's why I said, some things that we talk about, you guys do. You do need to repeat it to your daughter. They do need to hear some things that we talk about because we are living in a time. We're living in a time right now, okay, that a lot of young ladies do not understand. They are living their lives vicariously, you know, on Instagram. They living through Instagram, Facebook. They living, their life through social media. That's how they living, and it's no secret. Um, but there is a certain thing called the seven deadly sins, and if you never heard about it, if you've never heard about it at all, this is for you. Okay, this is for you. Now, I might not have these sins in order, okay? But I'm gonna name them for y'all, and I'm gonna name them out, okay? I'm gonna try to keep it brief. Uh, but the first sin that I have listed is pride. Pride. Pride is believing that you are above others. It's believing that you're too good for this or you too good for that, okay? Um, Pride is, some people even think that they're above God. People think that they do this and they do that because of them. They don't think that they was blessed, and it came from anyone where else, period, point blank. Okay? Pride is also often called the root of all sins because it can and will, it'll lead to other sins, okay, being committed, period. Now, another deadly sin out of the seven is greed. Greed is an intense, okay? It's a selfish desire for wealth, possessions, or power. We're not gonna fake the funk. We're not gonna act like everybody, no. People that you don't know anybody that's literally greedy. You don't know nobody with, an intense desire for wealth. That you don't know nobody who just like material things. No, we're not gonna act like that. We're gonna keep it real. That's what greed is. Greedy. That's what it is. Okay? We see and we watch this individual be greedy every day. She got an intense, selfish desire. Okay? Selfish desire to have power. I mean, it literally speaks to a person never being satisfied, always wanting more. Sometimes that wanting more, it comes at the expense of other people. That's greed, period. All right? Then we would have lust. Lust is an intense, uncontrolled sexual desire or physical or just using, other people for your own physical pleasure. Like most times it's without, even having any regard for love itself, respect itself, or morals. Okay? Not even having no kind of morality with yourself. Point blank period. You don't care nothing about the person, you just getting off. You just like a squirrel trying to get a nut. Point blank period. A lot of people do that. I mean, a lot of people explore that, can do that. And you have those certain people that can't. Period, point blank. That just can't. Okay. Then we have envy. Now this is a big one. This is a big one right there. Envy is resenting someone for what they have, right? Whether it be possessions, their status, or it could be relationships. And then you wish harm or you prey on their demise. I said this is a big one because it is, y'all. Now, for me, I just literally went through envy coming from, that channel that YouTube literally banned, terminated over here because of her envy. She had, massive envy for me and my channel. And I've literally talked about that from day one. Day one. Never, ever, ever had seen her channel, and she, from day one, she was literally mocking my name. She was drunk, of course. But you know how they say a drunk tongue speaks a sober mind? She was drunk. So me and my old man, we watching it. And she just went in. She just went in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was envy. Then when I had the interview, okay, of an ex, okay, that ex drove from Florida to North Carolina, okay, to sit down with moi. To literally take moi out to a 5-star restaurant. Okay? Period, point blank. So there was the envy from the terminated channel. There was the envy from her. Okay? The madness. It just, you just could see it. Okay? That channel, I don't know, she called herself doing what, like a reaction. What you gonna react? Hey Queen, you gonna react off of my interview? You gonna react off of my interview? But she was like, it was like 6 minutes long, and she was like, look, 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 look. She just kept saying, look, we're looking, we're looking. She was saying, just look. Okay, what we looking at? Because what I see, okay, and what I remember is that, him pulling up, we pulling up. He shook hands with my old man, had a nice conversation. Okay. I mean, we went, we had a good time, we was comfortable. It wasn't any uncomfortableness, because we had a relationship that was built over talking on the phone. It was built off of FaceTime calls. We built a rapport with each other because we knew that we had the interview coming up, right? And we wanted to be like that with each other. We just wanted it natural. We wanted it smooth. We wanted it to flow like water, and it did. And so there was the envy, y'all. Okay? There was the resentment. The resentment of me for that. Okay? The resentment during that time that I had people in anticipation of the interview. Y'all know I gained almost 5,000 subscribers. So I think it was resentment of that. I think it was resentment of the person I was talking about. I think it was resentment of the interview itself. I just think it was resentment because I grew. But I grew because I kept it organic. I grew because I kept it real. I grew because literally I thought outside the box. Plus, I grew because I wasn't just cyberbullying. Even back then, I still had a message. Even back then, hey Shelly, good morning. Even back then, I was talking to the women. Even back then, I was talking to the women. Okay? Even back then, we was talking about domestic violence, right? Even back then. But there came the envy. There was a mass reports. See, y'all, some of y'all don't understand, but I've been targeted. You know, there has been guidelines broken, violations committed against me and my channel for so long, y'all. I didn't run and strike. I didn't run and tell. Okay? It's literally been mass reports put out here. I'm telling y'all. Okay? I didn't do any of that though. I just rolled right along with it and kept on doing what I know. Because, that's part of the game. You gotta be ready for hate. You gotta be ready for jealous people. You just have to be ready. Okay? So, y'all, that wishing harm on somebody, okay, wishing loss on them. You know what I'm saying? Trying to do that. You're not gonna come out on top. Okay. Then of course, the fifth sin, okay, out of the 7 deadly sins, is gluttony. That's overindulgence or overconsumption. Now, usually when people talk about overindulgence or gluttony, they're talking about food and drink. But gluttony in itself, it can extend to anything, okay? Anything that's unhealthy or obsessive to you, okay? It could be anything, okay, that you're doing. A lot of that, that might be unhealthy or whatever. But usually people do talk about eating, food and drink, okay? But then, y'all, we're going to have wrath, okay? We're going to have wrath. Because if I was to stick on gluttony, y'all, we see that every day. Okay, all that, but y'all, it's gluttony. It's gluttony. At just eating. Come on now. We see that every day. Child, if you popping metformin, 500 milligrams of metformin, that is for diabetes. We done talked about that. If you literally pouring salt like it's sugar and you eating it, come on, everything you eat to give it taste, you got to put salt on it. You eating pig tails, pig ear, pig nuts, pig whatever. You doing that? Come on now. And you know it's unhealthy. You ain't doing nothing that's healthy for you. You ain't putting nothing in your mouth. That's gluttony right there. Okay? That's gluttony, and it's also just greed. It's greed too. It's doggish. It's so many things, y'all. So many things. Okay? But at the end of the day, y'all already know. So let's see. Wrath. Now wrath is extreme anger. Extreme anger, hatred, or the desire for revenge. Wrath blinds judgment, and it can also lead to violence and cruelty. That's wrath, y'all. You know, your higher power, his wrath is bad. I'm talking about when he team up with well, actually he'll team up with Karma. Karma do her job, you know, and his wrath, he do his job. He don't need no help. He don't need no assistant. Okay, period, point blank. We done talked about that before. Tampering. He don't need no help. All right, and it is what it is. Okay, but I think karma is like a warning. Karma is letting you know that you can get it together. Even though you're going through this because it might be karma, and literally ain't nobody gonna get to walk around and do this, that, or the third and think ain't nothing gonna come back to them. Okay, that's karma. But it is like a warning, okay, that you can get it together before the wrath comes down on you. Okay? Period. No man is worth wrath. Not Jesus' wrath. Ain't no man worth that. Okay? Period, point blank. So, like I told y'all, karma is just anger, you know, hatred, or the desire for revenge. And literally and truly, I mean, y'all have seen a certain individual. See, I just want to go. Y'all done seen her. You dirty motherfucker. Y'all done seen her. Now you, oh, whew, ain't that something? Yeah, I guess it is something. I guess it is something. I guess you do feel, you know, used and abused. But hell, I would have learned off Copper Top. Period. I would. I mean, you know, I would have learned from that experience that I went through with him. That I literally looked like a fool after bragging and boasting and stuff about, you know, jewelry, Valentine's Day, and you know how I get all these luxurious damn meals and luxurious gifts and don't nobody ever see them. Hell no. I would have learned from them. Ain't no way somebody's child could have came and did that. Ain't no way some other man would have came and did that. And I got damn 99 dang on streams of income. Fuck up out of here. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Please. And so, y'all, the seventh deadliest sin, now is sloth, laziness, failure to do what's right. Y'all know how we talk physical. Now, sloth can be you can equate sloth with physical laziness. People just too lazy. You too damn lazy to get your ass up and go outside and walk 2 laps around the damn complex or around the park track. Okay? You just too lazy. So it is what it is. Whatever comes your way, hey. Because you just lazy. You won't do nothing, right? You can literally some people they avoid hard work. Period. That's physical slothness. You rather lay in the bed than get up. Okay? You rather lay in the bed than get up, go to work, you know, and I mean, you know how hey, get up, get out, and get something. I'm just saying, okay? Some people think that their blessings is just gonna fall out the sky. Everything is just gonna be given to them. They don't have to do nothing. And if you know that you got to move one foot in order for him to move the other foot. I'm just saying, okay? Y'all. Then we might have spiritual slothness. Now, spiritual slothness is when people avoid prayer. You avoiding growth. You avoiding good deeds. Now, let me break these down to y'all. Let me break these down. Now, I keep breaking down prayer, right? I keep breaking it down. But you a sloth because why is you avoiding prayer like that? Is it your pride? Is it your pride that's saying, yeah, I ain't praying over nothing. I ain't praying over nothing because she's saying it. Huh? Baby, I'm not God. If you did pray, you're not praying for me. You're not praying for me because I pray every day. I'm not putting no meal in my mouth and I ain't praying over it. I'm just saying. You're not praying for me, so put that pride on the back burner, honey. Okay? Girl, it's too many miles in between us. Is you crazy? Brazzy shouldn't be you worth your relationship with your higher power. Come on now. I'm just saying. It's making you look some type of way, not me. Y'all, then let's talk about growth. Why are you avoiding spiritual growth? You too old. You almost 60. But you mad when I have said that, y'all, it just strike me like, dang, it strike me like something going on, because she telling everybody, like, to do this and do that, and, huh? No, dang. I mean, every time she sure do avoid this, that. Y'all know exactly. Y'all know exactly. The growth. The growth. The growth. You know when somebody growing or not. We all grown here. We're supposed to be. You know when somebody's spiritually growing. You know when, because he gonna make it known. He's gonna make it known. Okay? He gonna make it known by your blessing. When you spiritually grow with him, oh, he's gonna reward you. Okay? Then you can show others your reward for being obedient, for growing spiritually. Okay? So, but you gotta be genuine. You gotta be genuine. Don't think you let me say this. I don't mean none of this, but let me just say this prayer. No, you gotta be genuine, honey. He already know if you coming real or not. Okay, literally. And I believe, okay, I believe, in my opinion, that that's what it's given with her. That's what it's given. No, no, no. He reads the heart. And I don't think that there's anything right, real and right in the heart. Point blank, period. Okay? And by me saying all of this, if y'all notice, you know, what is done, she got to go. Got to go. If y'all notice, if you look at it, okay? If you look at it, then look, as much as talk as we doing, y'all look what Shelly just said. In the dark? Not what? Child, honey. And then did a whole video mocking you and put it on YouTube with using hand gestures and stuff, but said that YouTube did it. Like, what's up? I'm just saying. So y'all, to literally wrap it up, to sum it up, we got pride, greed, lust, envy, gluttony, wrath, sloth. Okay? We got all of them. All of them. Those are literally the 7 deadliest sins. And those sins is being pushed out into the people. Okay? And I don't care what you say or what you say. I'm the voice for the people. I don't care what y'all say. Period, point blank. I'm the voice for the people. One of the voices. Honey, you think Charleston White ain't got no heat on him? You think he ain't got no trolls and no haters? Huh? Because he say what he say and mean what he say. Some of the stuff he be saying just be comical, okay? He be just talking. But some of the stuff be realer than a mug, okay? Period, point blank. It is what it is. And people is out here and they are living, through envy, gluttony, greed. They living through pride. They living life this way. People is out here literally living to expire and not aspiring to live. I'm just saying. Huh. Honey, y'all know I'm not going to give it no other way but real. Okay? Take it how it come. But while y'all taking it, make sure y'all subscribe to this channel, which is The Friend Zone, okay? After that, y'all going over there and check my second channel out, The Friend Zone Reloaded. I appreciate all the support that I might get. Y'all know I'm coming back. Y'all know I'm coming back, okay? I have linked all of my links in the description box. My TikTok, Instagram, my Stand Store link, the petition link. Y'all know we got a petition going on for anybody that stands up against those who literally will put in false strikes against the channel and be lying. Okay, because they don't like the commentary, they don't like the things that they are saying. Okay, they don't like the awareness that they are putting out to the people. But that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, let me just say that. So, y'all know that we do have an interview coming up with Kwame Dutch Teague. I want y'all to get ready now for that. Okay, so you don't have to literally get ready later. Because, honey, y'all know Brezzy thinks outside the box. And I'm telling y'all, you don't want to miss that. Okay, now, right now, we do have our Spotlight series going on. That is a series in which if you are a braider, showcase it. If you do lashes, showcase it. If you make clothes, showcase it. Let's talk about it. Let's show it to the people, okay? We doing that Spotlight series. If you are a small business or an entrepreneur and you want to literally get your work out there, because you want to show people. You never know where it might land. You just never know. Okay, so boom, the friend zone. I'm opening that up, and that's for anybody. If you guys check my community wall too, put your submission in. You'll get all the instructions is listed over there. Okay. Um, what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Hmm. It probably ain't all. Okay, it probably ain't all. But for right now, guys, because y'all know, this has been mostly freestyle. Okay, and I just want to say, oh, Marva, good morning with Goop, with your P. Thank you for joining in. Catch the replay, Marva, because we're getting ready to get on up out of here. Unless there is any questions that anybody has and want to drop it in the chat, we're going to go ahead and we're going to say happy Saturday to everybody. Y'all have an amazing Saturday, amazing weekend, and stay on the lookout. Y'all binge watch some of the videos, catch up over there, okay? Help get me back in the algorithm, okay? Um, because that is the goal. That's what I'm working on, and I know it's gonna happen. Okay, I know it's gonna happen. So I thought I might just mention that to you guys. Okay, but at any rate, I'm out, y'all, and I'm gonna see y'all later.